The question of the day is, why? Welcome to Krock's in the Kitchen. I am Brian. As you can see, Jessica is not actually here, and weirdly enough, Peef is not actually here. Peef is with Jessica. She actually went to go visit her mother today. If you follow us on Instagram, you can actually see the live that Jessica did with her and her mom, and it was pretty fantastic. I loved it because Jessica's mom got to answer questions and stuff that people were asking her, and it was really nice to actually see. I may have jumped in there myself with a little bit of talking there as well. But today I'm asking you why. Now, it's a very simple question. It's a question that people get asked all the time. And when I was younger, I got told a lot to stop asking why. And it's mainly because I'm an inquisitive person anyway. I just like to ask a lot of questions, and I think a lot of people took that to be me sort of defying authority or being rebellious or something along those lines. But in reality, I just wanted to know why we were doing something. Was there a logical point to the actions that were being taken? Now, I'm not really getting into those kinds of whys, but mainly when you go around and you have questions that are asked, you have your basic questions. You have who? Well, that would be us. That'd be me. That would be you. That would be anybody else out there that happens to be watching this video. What? Well, I want to lose weight and be healthy. Hopefully that's also why you're watching this video as well. When? Well, I mean, that would be like right now, most likely. And if not now, maybe in like a week or two, whenever January 1st rolls around. But, I mean, we started in the middle of June. I mean, you can start whenever. If you're watching this video, it doesn't have to be for New Year's. You can start whatever day you happen to be on. Where? Probably in your house or kitchen or someplace along those lines. I don't know. You could be watching this in your car, and maybe that's where you want to start at. But the big question that everybody seems to sort of skip over is why. Everybody focuses on the what you want to do. Everybody wants to focus on, what plan you want to follow, how you want to follow it, how you want to do this, what you want to do for this, blah, blah, blah. That's not the kicker for me. The kicker is the why. I started diets many, many times before. I lost weight many times before, but I never really cared what I was doing or why I was doing it. It was mainly because other people wanted me to do it. Jessica wanted me to lose weight for the wedding. I wanted to lose weight because, I don't know, throw in a reason there. But the reason why I was doing those was never strong enough to ever keep me going in a long-term capacity. It was always short-term, a couple of months here, a couple of months there, with the wedding one being several months before we actually got up to the wedding. But this time around, the why was different. I was getting older. I was feeling my body at this extreme heavy weight, and it wasn't changing. It was just getting worse and worse and worse. And so I could feel that future of mine slipping away. I could feel the future that I wanted to have just fading off because I would randomly die one day from a heart attack or a stroke or something along those lines, just from the sheer amount of weight that I actually was carrying on me. At 514 pounds, you really just can't do a whole lot. And I know there are people that are way heavier than that. And I know that I was a fairly high functioning fat person. But for me personally, like I said, I couldn't see that future anymore. And that terrified me. So my why this time around was two different parts. One, I wanted to live longer. I wanted to be healthy, and I wanted to be able to function in this world a lot better. But two, I wanted to spend more time with Jessica, with my family, with the people that I know and love. And so those two things became my driving force for actually losing weight and getting healthier. For other people that I've known, losing weight and getting healthy, the why was fairly simple. It was along the lines of, I want to fit in these jeans that I bought, or I want to wear this dress for a wedding, or something along those lines. And I've seen people succeed with those whys. The problem that I saw with those whys, though, is that eventually they got to the goal and then that was the end of it. It all started back up again, the cycle of gaining weight and doing other stuff like that. The one thing that I really want to try and tell you about, though, is find your why. Find out the reason why you actually want to do this. And not just find it, though. Make it something that is vitally important to what you are doing. Don't just have a why and then never think of it again. You just focus on all of this other stuff. Focus on that why. Write it down. Say it out loud. Say it to yourself every morning if you have to. I know for me, I said it to myself every night when we first were getting started. I would lay down in bed, especially during the 2 weeks of potatoes when we got started, and think, I am doing this so I can change the direction that I am on. I am doing this so I can change my life and I can make myself better and I can live longer and spend more time with the ones that I love. And I just kept telling myself over and over and over again. And as every chance that I had where I could have possibly gotten off, every time that I thought about giving up and just throwing in the towel, I kept going back to that message that I was telling myself, saying, don't do it. There's a reason you are doing this. Stick to it, and it will change. And so that's exactly what I did. I found my why, and then not only did I find it, I kept repeating it to myself. I would write it down. I would tell myself every night before I went to sleep exactly why I was doing it, and I was making it a massive part of my life and my journey, my adventure in weight loss. I know for Jessica, her why was different than mine. Her why had more to do with anxiety and self-image and those aspects of her. And while I always look at her and I only see Jessica, I only see my wife, and I've loved her no matter what size she has ever been, for her, that didn't matter. My love for her at any size didn't affect how she saw herself. And so she needed to change things in her life so she could feel happy about herself. I needed to change things in my life so I could feel happy with other people. It's just a question of finding out exactly what thing that you are trying to accomplish, trying to find your why. So that's it. It's a very simple video that I have for you today, and I hope that you have actually enjoyed this one. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and click the bell that is right next to it, and you can get notified whenever we post a new video. You can also find us on social media, Instagram and Facebook, primary ways. But one thing I would love for you guys to do is comment down below and comment your why. Why are you trying to lose weight? Why are you trying to get healthy? What is your driving force for actually making you walk this path and go on this adventure? Very simple thing to do. So please do that as well. Also, you can like and share the video if you so choose and get this out in front of some other people. Maybe some other people need some motivation, and maybe some other people need to find out their why as well. But I think that's all I got for this one. We will see you next time on Crocks in the Kitchen. Bye.